Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, and Audio Innovations. Located within these buildings are the folks that make it possible to supply some of our industry's most innovative products. Please sit back and enjoy this virtual tour of our facility. Here is the main ingredient in the creation of the enclosures we manufacture. On average, we will cut and consume about a truckload of wood a day, or about 20,000 square feet of wood. Now, while some of this board is raw, the majority of the wood we now cut has been laminated with carpet. This is due to the recent machinery we've added in the panel processing area. When wood arrives in panel processing, its first stop is usually the Holzma panel saw. The computer-operated saw can handle panel sizes up to 10 by 10. The Holzma can also cut a stack of 5 sheets at a time, and based on the product mix, the computer optimizes the cutting of the panels to reduce material waste by 10 to 20%. The newest pieces of equipment are the lineal line and the cross groover. With this machine, a laminated board is fed into the machine, the edge profile is cut, glue is applied, and the edge is rolled over to create the finished edge on the cabinet. At the end of the lineal line are 3 cutting heads that are available to cut the dados that lock the end panels into place. The board is then automatically fed into the cross groove machine. This machine has 5 cutting heads which cut the miter grooves that allow the cabinet to fold up. At this point, we have a part we refer to as a wrap. The inner baffle can now be attached with cold glue and brads. Next up, the CNC router. This twin table machine has twin heads, each of which are equipped with side-mounted drills. The CNC is set up to cut 2 wraps at the same time, and you can see how, with twin tables, an operator is kept busy trying to feed this machine. Since the inner baffle was pre-attached, the holes for the woofer and the grill are cut in 2 passes, creating a pair of concentric circles with the locating notch for the grill. Woofer, grill, port, top hat, and terminal cuff holes are all cut while on this machine. So the only things remaining to complete the cabinet are the ends. The ends are cut to match the current run and sized using one of the wraps and checked prior to the run leaving the shop. As you might expect, just a little sawdust is generated during the creation of the cabinets. 30 cubic yard dumpsters are routinely filled as the process continues. How about we jump over to plastics and see how they perform their magic? Plastics begin with a pallet of flat ABS sheets that are essentially melted to the point they can be formed over tooling. Now this takes one big pizza oven. The main vacuum forming machine can form up to a 4 by 8 foot sheet of plastic. It has both upper and lower platens available which raise and lower the tools during the manufacturing process. We currently have the machine set up to allow for 2 sheets of material to be formed simultaneously. The process begins with sending the sheet into the oven to heat it until it reaches about 460 degrees Fahrenheit. The ovens utilize quartz infrared heating elements which are only turned on when the plastic is in the oven. They reach full operating temperature in only 15 seconds and have 24 zones controlled by a computer. Heating is complete in less than 2 minutes. As the sheet is removed from the oven, the tool is lowered into the sheet while the guide rails are raised beneath the sheet. When the 2 platens come together, vacuum is applied, removing the air from between the sheet and the tool. After the part is cooled, a bandsaw is used to cut the parts out of the sheet of plastic. 2 different methods are used to trim the parts to their finished size. The method we prefer to use is the 5-axis CNC router. The CNC is not only fast, it's very accurate. Able to trim to 5/1000ths of an inch while performing complex movements, the CNC creates consistently trimmed parts in about 5 minutes. Now this CNC also has twin tables, which allows parts to be removed and reloaded while the other table is trimming. The CNC here has a dual-ended spindle, which allows different cutting tools to be used to trim the parts. A side-mounted drill is also available to drill mounting holes in parts. The other method of trimming is done by hand and is accomplished by some of the skilled artists working here in plastics. Now, these folks work back here in plastics not only forming and trimming the Q-forms and Q-customs, but they also paint them. And we have an inventory of over 130 different paint colors, which represent the interior colors available for our products. The paint is an environmentally safe, water-reducible enamel that's applied in the paint booth and then dried in a heated and dehumidified room. Plastics also forms and trims all of the perforated grills used in manufacturing products.